The length of our days, the predictable tides, the world as we know it never seems to change very much. But there's a creature in the ocean that's kept a record of days going back hundreds of millions of years. And it has an amazing secret to tell. Off the coast of Bermuda, Dr. Judith Nagel-Myers is looking for that particular sea creature. It's better known as coral.
Corals are little animals that you can find in the warm seas of the tropics, and it's amazing that these little animals can build those colorful, various shapes and forms on the ocean floor.
But corals do more than just make the seafloor look pretty. The way they grow tells us something about how the Earth spins.
Corals need a lot of sunlight. At day, they grow very much faster than at night. So when you look at the skeleton of a coral, you can see day layers and night layers, just similar to tree rings.
Every day, coral grows a very thin layer of limestone, which means coral skeletons effectively count how many days there are in a year.
So this is a modern coral, which we actually cut so we can see exactly how those animals grow. And if you look close, you see growth bands. You see dark and bright growth bands. Those actually represent 1 year of coral growth. If you would come even closer and look under microscope, you can see very fine layers which represent 1 day of coral growth. And obviously in modern corals, you can count 365 rings for this 1 year.
But corals have been around for millions of years. And when you look at a piece of ancient coral, it tells a very different story.
You can find fossilized corals all over the world. This is a coral that is 400 million years old. If you look close, you can see the same growth lines that you can find on a modern coral.
Count the daily growth rings on the fossil coral and see what you get.
Surprisingly, you find that there are actually 410 growth rings per year. That tells us something really interesting about the Earth's history. These fossil corals tell us that the Earth spun much quicker back 400 million years ago.
400 million years ago, a year was not 365 days long. It was 410. The only explanation for this is that the Earth was spinning faster. In fact, back then, a day wasn't 24 hours long at all. It lasted just 21.